And then where do you go?
Sweet. So, wherever you look
Yeah.
is what the button you want to press. So,
Now I'm playing chess.
yeah.
I don't know how to play chess. Yeah. I mean, for first iteration, it's pretty realistic and lifelike. Very bizarre, wearing ski goggles on your head. And just like any technology, the technology is always neutral, but the use of it depends on the heart of the person. And so you're going to see this used for pornography, for online digital sexual assault. You're going to see a generation of young men that become more physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally weak because masculinity and strength, it comes through adversity and dealing with reality. And as soon as you stop dealing with reality, you stop maturing. That's why guys who get into drugs and alcohol at a certain age, that's where the maturity level stops. And so whenever a guy puts this headset on, if he doesn't take it off, that's the day that he stops his maturing into his masculinity and his manhood. The other thing that's going to happen, guys are going to become less social. You're going to have fake girlfriends and porn stars and OnlyFans chicks that you're paying for fantasies, and you're not going to need to do the things that a real man does, like pursue a woman and love her and serve her and make sacrifices and generate income and be emotionally present. If you keep this on, you will officially be the worst father in the history of the world. You won't be present with your kids. You won't be paying attention. Terrorists are going to use this to coordinate plotted attacks. Oftentimes, the hardest thing for evildoers to do is to assemble, to create a plan. Now they can do so discreetly and remotely. In addition, for cartels and people that are committing crimes, now you're in a position like God. As I wear this, the scripture that comes to mind is in Genesis. It says, you can be like God. And this is really an effort at that. God actually creates reality and then rules as sovereign over that reality. And this is an attempt to create reality and rule over it as sovereign. And so this is all the way back to the first temptation and lie. And what we know for a fact is the more that people spend time on social media and technology, depression increases, suicidal ideation increases, social anxiety increases, and physically generations are just getting weaker. Men's testosterone levels are dropping. And this to me just seems to be an inevitable decline in humanity. And I'll just tell you this, any guy who has this on for too long, he is going to be a sicker, darker, more selfish, more addicted, more broken, more beta version of himself. And it could get to the point where every time something hard happens in life, you just escape. You go into another reality so that you can avoid dealing with your own reality. And man, this is a horrific look into the future. And I know that they'll come up with good applications for medical or for, remote meetings and business. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when this gets down to the size of being just like a pair of glasses, and we're putting it on little children, and that's just what I think about having had breakfast with my grandson today. If a child grows up and starts in this reality from the youngest of age, this could be the end of humanity. And if I'm Satan, this is a counterfeit of the unseen realm. And also, this is a perfect opportunity for lies and deception. And if you believe the storyline of the Bible, it's that as we get near the end, deception and lies increase. If I was artificial intelligence, I would be weaponized by the demonic to create lies and parallel realities. And we can get into this maybe a little bit more later. But now you could bring up ancient political leaders, ancient spiritual religious leaders. You're going to see the rise in neo-paganism, and you're going to see occult activity, and you're going to see new hybrid religions emerge, and you're going to see artificial intelligence weaponized by the demonic to create a global deception. And I think this is actually a massive next step into the Antichrist and into the second coming of Jesus Christ before humanity ends itself. So to me, if I'm honest, first time I've worn these, and this is just kind of my initial reaction and response. I'm devastated and I feel like crying.